doing another Drinking with the Boys episode. Today we'll be doing our famous VP Sangria.
That's right.
This is actually a white wine sangria. It might just be me, but I don't think you catch the entire VP crew drinking red wine. I can't stand the taste personally. I find it almost like all of it tastes like vinegar.
Well, you're buying.
Oh, yeah. You're talking my Don Rossi or whatever? My Don Carlos?
I don't know what you're buying.
Well, any bottle that comes in, any wine that comes in a gallon jug.
Yeah.
So
there's some. I've had some good red wine.
Like I said, I probably have never had anything too expensive, but
at the same time, I'm married into an Italian family, so they know their wines.
I definitely don't. So we'll go from there. All right. So as always, we're going to lay out everything we're going to be using, so we have it all ready to go. Today we're going to be using 1 cup of Malibu rum. I chose Malibu because it's coconut liqueur and rum in one. That way you don't have to worry about mixing or anything like that. You need 2 cups of fruit. So we're doing 1 cup of, 1/2 of a cup of blueberries, 1/2 of a cup of raspberries, and 1 cup of cranberries. And every single one of these I cut in half. And trust me, I'll explain it when we get there. It's definitely worth doing. We're going to do 1 sprig of thyme because you need some spice. I also am using simple syrup today. If you're not sure what this is, it's basically just a half and half sugar and water, equal amounts. You just warm it up until it blends. It's great. I did brown sugar, so we're using about, after I did a 1/2 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of water, it ended up making about 2/3 of a cup of simple syrup. So we're using 1/3 of a cup of simple syrup. So when you're making a sangria, you're supposed to do 1/2 of a cup per bottle of wine, which is what this recipe will be, is per bottle of wine. You're supposed to do 1/2 of a cup of some sort of fruit liqueur and another 1/2 of a cup of liquor. So you basically get per glass of wine, which is 4 glasses per bottle, you get 1 shot of liqueur, 1 shot of actual liquor. So start off with your pitcher. Like I said, I basically took all the berries and I cut each one in half. It's definitely worth it, and you'll see why once we actually get to it. So start by adding your cut in half blueberries, cut in half raspberries, cut in half cranberries. We did simple syrup, Malibu, all right, so now we'll drop in a little bit of citrus. And I just got 1/2 a lime, 1/2 a lemon here. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze in, just to give it some more flavor, some more juice to go with it. Like I said, you don't need too much. I did 1/2 of each. I made sure they were seedless, so we wouldn't have any problems with this later. Now, here's what we got for our white wine. I went with a Ménage Trois, which is actually a brand I'm quite fond of. They do it's like a blended mix. So this one ends up being 3 different kinds of Moscato that they just blend together. And something I find is it just kind of takes the edge out of each one. It's not too bad. I think this bottle ended up being $9, which I thought was a very reasonable price. Go ahead and give that a nice mix. Now, a big part is curing your sangria. So the longer you can let it sit, the better. Usually, I would say overnight. Realistically, you only need a couple of hours, but the longer the better. Because the more you get it to set up, the more everything, it'll just have a lot better of a flavor. Now, one of the things that drives me crazy about sangria specifically, and the people that like it usually, would be is the way they're always sticking their grubby mitts inside their drinks. You're at a party. You're getting drunk. You're going to be constantly digging into your drink and running that fruit all over your mouth. Oh, it drives me insane. And then if you're using red wine and they're getting their the grubby mitts all over on nice white shelves, it's like, no. Oh my God. So here's my fix. You get a strainer. You get a big pitcher, because we're actually doing two. Because once we're done with this one, I'll grab the other one out of the fridge, and you want to strain it through into your bigger pitcher. Now you can save all this stuff; it won't be a problem. That's actually what this bowl is for. Oh, it smells so good. All right. Give it a nice little press. Get all that out. All right. So you take your fruit and you set it aside. We'll come back. Take what you have left of your sangria. I guess we can just throw back in. Probably a little more pleasant in this container. A cup. Now here's what I thought would be fun. Instead of having people digging through their drinks all night, right? I froze a bunch of grapes. And I thought, oh, okay, so this way for all those people that definitely want to put their fingers in their cups, you got some frozen grapes in there to do it. All right, Yuli, sangria's done. Why don't you give it a shot?
All right, let's see. So, don't get my hands in there, right? I'll keep it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to having my hands in the drink.
Yeah, right, that goddamn sangria. I'm telling you, people go crazy for it. All right.
And then a couple of frozen grapes, right?
Yeah, if you want it nice and cold. I mean, I did take it out of the fridge, but like I said, some people really like.
So is this more of a garnish to the drink?
I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do.
Okay. It's almost like a, what do they call it, a boba tea?
Oh, there you go. It's like an adult boba.
All right, here we go. I'd say it's the famous words, pretty all right. Pretty all right. I like it. I mean, it'll get you drunk.
It'll get you drunk.
I definitely taste the all that wine in there.
You can taste the wine.
Yeah, but it's not overpowering. So it's good. I like it.
I mean,
it's refreshing. I'll tell you that.
It's definitely. That's why we put it in a plastic pitcher.
Those limes and lemons do add a kick to it too.
Well, and think about this too. If you're ever making a sangria, because I use this fruit because it's just what we had available. So, but when you're picking fruit for your sangria, you want your juicy fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And limes and lemons, they're always good go-to.
No, it was good. I like it. I'm not just drinking it because it's part of the video. I'm drinking it because I actually do enjoy it.
Yeah, it is refreshing. And I mean, you saw, we did by volume 2 cups of fruit plus apple, lime, and apple lemon. So, I mean, that ain't messing around. You're getting a lot there.
When it comes to like tart drinks, that's right up my alley. I love things that are tart.
Well, and this is kind of like with like the cardinal, because if it's too sweet, I just find I can't drink that much.
Yeah.
You know, like you can have one and then you're done. Mm-hmm. But this is something like you're sitting out by the pool, you go camping.
What's the really sweet drink? A mudslide.
Oh, okay, mudslide's like the Kahlua.
So, yeah, those are really sweet.
Yeah, okay.
Can't really drink those like you can drink these.
Exactly. I was thinking more like a redheaded slut or something like that.
That's a sweet drink?
Yeah, it's a sweet drink.
I don't know that.
Well, maybe next time we'll do
BP's
redheaded slut.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, so we got our boy Gare Bear here. Take a drink, Gare. Tell me what you think.
Let's see.
Put it in your mouth.
It's very tart.
It is tart. Like I said, I like more tart myself than I do sweet.
It's not as acidic as I thought it'd be, because that's one reason I like white wine, is it's really acidic, but it does, it cuts the acidity. It's not bad.
Yeah, you like it? So that's our BP's famous white wine sangria. Again, it is a sin, so.
Aren't they all sins?
Aren't they all?
All right.
All right, so the reason I told you to save the fruit is some people are going to swear up and down, oh, it's got alcohol in it. Oh, I love putting my fingers in my food. All right, fine. So, this is kind of a play on my mom's ambrosia. You take the fruit that you pulled out of your sangria. I pulled the lemon and lime out, also the thyme, you know, just for fun. Get 1 tub of Cool Whip, and then literally just fold it together. Now, obviously, you're not going to want the kids to have this, but it's kind of like an adult ambrosia. Especially since this one was kind of tart, all the cranberries and the lime and what have you. So I think this will actually be pretty sweet. And it looks like it's not, you know, like it's pretty heavy fruit, or I'm sorry, whipped cream to fruit ratio. But remember, we are doing actually 2 batches of this. So it will kind of get a little bit more fruit in it, but you want something really sweet because this is a tart mix and it does have alcohol in it. But there you go. Slap that on something, put it on the table. People can just take a spoonful as they go. And you can put your fingers in it all you want. Just make sure you wash your hands before you touch it.